When I joined the SWANS, it was during the time of Konfrontasi. It was very real. We did feel the threat at the time, and of course there were bombs all over Singapore. I felt that as a citizen, I should do my little part in contributing to the defense of my country. During Konfrontasi, I was present at one of the bombing incidents and I heard this loud noise. Straight away we knew it was a bomb. So I joined the SWANS because of the time.
The Singapore Women's Auxiliary Navy Service, or SWANS, was a voluntary group that had their training in parade grounds in Palau Belakang Mati, now Sentosa Island.
All of us had our day jobs, so our training hours were from 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock. And also, we had weekend training. The basic training, I think, was very much similar to what the men were doing. We started off with drills. We learned to shoot using pre-war rifles and all manner of sea warfare. During Konfrontasi, the SWANS were the first service women to be operationalized, and they were deployed to all the defense locations. I was trained as a radar plotter, and at that time, the Ministry of Interior Defense, MID, was at Pearls Hill Barracks. The room that we were working in was a very small room, no windows, and it felt a bit claustrophobic. Our job was to look at the radar to make sure that there were no intrusions, there were no suspicious vessels around Singapore or near to the Straits of Malacca. We had to monitor and identify shipping vessels in the harbour. Of course, there were farm boats, and these were trading boats bringing goods into the Singapore River. So usually, it didn't raise a lot of concern. We were really more interested in fast-moving boats or ships around our harbour. We had to be very vigilant.
I wanted a career that is quite different from the ordinary. So I was thinking that if I joined the army, the job would be more interesting. My parents were not surprised. They encouraged me to stick on because it was something very unusual for a woman.
After a short period in the Army, Agnes was transferred to the Air Force and rose up the ranks to manage Singapore's first centralised Air Force supply base.
I was in control of all the aircraft parts. Also need to do provisioning, do forecasting, basically to make sure that the stock levels are properly maintained. In the old days, we do not have a computer to help us. So everything was recorded manually on a card. Quite difficult to trace and quite slow. To keep aircraft flying, we need the ground support. All the tests have to be carried out before you can pass the aircraft for flying. And it will take at least about 20 people down on the ground. These are all specialist areas. So definitely you will need a lot of people to help to support one aircraft if you want it to fly. I'm very proud that I was given this opportunity to contribute.
From flight inspection to aircraft and weapon systems maintenance, each serviceman and woman bring their own expertise to the Air Force and contribute to the safe and swift execution of any mission. When Agnes first joined the SAF, she was accompanied by 3 other women pioneers, one of which was to become a captain in the Army. Nancy joined the SAF at the old Beach Road camp, a complex that still retains the old original camp headquarters and drill hall.
When we came to the army, the men treat us just like one of them. Do you want to be rough? We can be rough. We are quite rough and tough type of lady. When I first commissioned, when I enter to my office, the guard refused to salute me. I called him out. I said, I earn it. This commission is from the president. You joined it well, salute me. I started the officer cadet course for women and I have trained 2 batches. I also in charge of welfare. Any lady in trouble, they will call me to counsel them, or any disciplinary action, I will be there.
It's my duty to do it. I have chosen this path, I have to make sure I do it nicely.
From my time to now, there's a big change. We have graduates who are highly qualified join the force. You can advance as high as a man. So I will encourage women who are active, who like challenges, they should join the army.
I think we have come a long, long way. Today we have a very high-tech defense force, very sophisticated, and more importantly, we have men and women who know it is their duty to safeguard our own people, and they do an excellent job. I am very happy that our women folks have come forth to join up with the men as partners in the defense force to keep our country secure.
Today, 1,500 women serve in the SAF in widely diverse roles as they continue to take up the challenge to actively contribute to our defence and follow in the footsteps of those first female pioneers who joined a fledgling SAF to help keep our country safe.